it's LSF here today. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I have a critical update for anyone who owns a newer all-wheel drive Lexus hybrid, specifically 2022 to 2025 NX 350Hs, 450H Pluses, and also 2023 to 2024 RX 350H, and also the 2024 RX 450H Plus. This is a big one, and it even affects my own 2022 NX 450H Plus. We're going to be talking about two service campaigns that are tied together, a customer support program 23LE05 and the limited service campaign 25LD01. The core of this issue is potential corrosion of the main high voltage cable that powers your rear electric motor, and a lot of people have stated this as the cable gate. This is definitely not the first time we've talked about this, and also you most likely would have received a service campaign on your Lexus mobile app, and some people have already got this done. What I'm doing is really going through the process and really saying what has been done, and for folks who have not done it, probably it's time to do it as soon as possible. Now you may have seen a notice on your Lexus mobile app. It might show up as the title 25LD01 Rear Traction Motor Cable Corrosion, or might show up as a name 25LD01 MGR Cable Zipper Tubing. As you can see from my screenshots, both of these are for the exact same campaign. The problem, as Lexus states in the campaign details, is that mud, water, or road salt can get into the high voltage connector housing and can cause corrosion over time. This can lead to some serious symptoms like AM radio static that only appears when you shift into drive or reverse, dashboard warnings like the hybrid system malfunction, or the worst case scenario is that the vehicle may not start at all. The most important thing is you need to know that there is a deadline to get this fixed. The free preventable campaign 25LD01 is only available until September 30th, 2028. Today, I'm going to explain exactly what these two programs are, how they're linked, and then we're going to deep dive into the official repair instructions so that you can exactly see what the dealer is supposed to do. Okay, let's break this down. Think of this as two parts, the warranty extension and the preventable fix. First, you have a warranty extension, the CSP23LE05. This is a customer support program. This program is for vehicles that already experience this problem. If you have AM static or warning lights, this program covers the full replacement of the corroded cable assembly at no cost. This is a major repair because the document shows that it can take up to 4.5 to over 12 hours depending on the model, and it's all covered. Second, you have a preventable fix, the limited service campaign 25LD01. This is for everyone else who does not have any symptoms under this campaign. Your dealer will apply a newly designed wire harness protection seal at no charge. This is the MGR Cable Zipper Tubing that you see in your Lexus mobile app. So why are there two programs? This is the most important part of the video. Lexus is using CSP23LE05 to expand the warranty for this specific corrosion issue to 10 years with unlimited miles. But, and this is the catch, to get that 10-year unlimited mile warranty, you must have the preventable fix, the LSC25LD01, performed on your vehicle before it expires on September 30th, 2028. If you don't get the free protector seal installed by 2028 date, your warranty coverage for the issue will revert to 8 years, 100,000 miles. So by taking your car in for this free 1 to 2 hour preventable fix, you are unlocking a 10-year unlimited mile warranty on one of the most expensive high voltage components in your car. If your car has already seen this problem and you got the full cable replacement, the 25LD01 campaign is already automatically completed. So my advice to US owners, don't wait and get it done. Now I have to make a very important clarification, and it's a frustrating one for me personally. All the documents you've seen, all the screenshots, and all the program details are for the United States market. And as of right now, November 2025, this campaign has not been announced for the Canadian market. As a Canadian owner of the 2022 NX 450h Plus, this means my car cannot get this repair even though it's one of the affected models. This is extremely concerning. We all know that Canadian winters, especially here in Ontario and out east, get just as much, if not more, snow, road salt as the northern United States. Our vehicles are exposed to the exact same conditions that cause this corrosion. And the irony is that a major class action lawsuit related to this Cablegate issue originated in Canada, so Lexus is also aware of the problem here. I'm really hoping that Lexus Canada initiates this service campaign soon. A proactive, free preventable fix is much better than waiting for a failure, especially a no-start condition in the middle of the winter. So for all my fellow Canadian owners, I'm sorry to say that we'll have to wait. I'll be checking the My Lexus app consistently and will post an update the second I see that this goes live for Canada. I'll recommend you do the same and maybe even call your dealer to ask about it. Follow me on Instagram at LSFT Videos. You can see updates on my experience with the NX 450h Plus, which may not be shown on any future videos. You can reach out to me via direct messaging if you have any questions on your Lexus. If you like this video, you can provide me feedback in the comments below, like this video, share it with your friends. This definitely will help with the YouTube algorithms. Press the subscribe button and bell icon and get notified when new videos show up. And lastly, if you want to support me further, you can provide me a super thanks, or visit my Amazon storefront before you purchase anything from Amazon, or you can purchase products from the list on the items that I've been using with my vehicle or at home at no extra cost to you. And now, let's continue with the video. So for all my US viewers, what is the dealer actually doing to your car when you bring it in for the 25LD01? The technical instructions are incredibly detailed, and I want to walk through this official process right now. So first, the technician will run a health check using the GTS Plus scan tool, and they're looking for two specific troubleshooting codes, the P0AA649 or the P1C8049. If those codes are present, the job stops. The vehicle has a problem and they have to now go and redo the 23LE05 and replace the entire cable. But assuming no codes are found, they proceed with the preventable fix. They put the vehicle on a lift and they do a visual inspection of the connector. You can see here the connector that has updated and not updated. So if it's not updated, you would see that there's a flush black seal present. And if it's updated, you would see an orange seal here. So if you have the orange seal, it means that no work needs to be done. But if you do have the black seal, then we're going to go forward with this. So if it does have the black seal, the repair begins here. The first thing they have to do is they have to go and disconnect the 12-volt battery. So you can see here, this is the NX 350h and 450h Plus disconnecting the 12-volt battery. And here we have the RX 350h and the 450h Plus taking out the 12-volt battery, disconnecting it, and removing the service plug so that they can safely go and work on the car. One important thing here, waiting at least 10 minutes is required to discharge the high voltage capacitor inside the inverter with the converter assembly. So even after you've pulled the plug, wait 10 minutes before you do anything on it. So once the system is safe and the cable is disconnected, the first step is cleaning. You can see here they are inspecting the connector for any foam or felt, which must be peeled off. Then they can remove all the corrosion. You can see that after that, they would apply a protective tape, so they would protect the plug itself. You don't have any dust or anything getting into the plug. So you can see here, it will show you how it will remove the cover and also remove any zip ties that are there. The instructions are extremely specific. They must use a 200 to 400 grit sandpaper and brass Bristol brush. And they did explicitly say do not use a steel wire brush. This is because a steel wire brush would damage the wire harness shielding and it could cause a big problem. So you can see here, it's showing you to use sandpaper or the brass wire brush to clean off any corrosion. So then you can see here, it's showing you that there's damages. If you're using a steel wire, what will happen and cause whatever damages. So here they're showing you that before and then after cleaning, it should look something like this. So all the corrosion is sanded off and it's all clean. So if they're saying that if the cringe ring is not attached or broken or missing, then proceed with a repair and dispose the broken ring. So you have to repair it and put a new ring in. After that is all done, they tell us to use alcohol wipe to wipe this area. Don't wipe it on other areas, just wipe it on here so they can clean it all off. It does say that do not use brake cleaner or any solvents to clean the corrosion housing because it may cause other issues. After that, they're telling them to use a heat gun in the area to clean it off and dry off the area. They did say that you should not use the heat gun in one area for too long. If not, it may overheat the harness and actually cause problems. After that, they do have apply the harness repair tape. You can see that this is the tape and it shows what it does. It actually wraps it around and creates a black tape area all the way to the orange tubing. It does say that it's possible that there's orange tubing that is not totally covered, and it says to do not use extra tape to cover it. So you can see here that the tail end of the tape may leave small gap before the orange tubing, and do not attempt to add extra tape or the FIPG. FIPG is form in place gasket to the section. Right, so after that, they're going to apply the FIPG, the form in place gasket, to the floor underwire connector. So they put tape here to cover off this area, and then they apply. So in this red area, they're saying it to apply. You can see here it's done the applying, and they have to make sure that there is no gaps or air bubbles, because if there are, that's no good. They have to do it again. After this FIPG is applied, then you actually go and put in new zip ties and also a new MGR cover. So they have a brand new cover. I think it's probably bring it to the newer generation. And you can see that there's holes in it, clamps it all in. And now you can see that there's sealant that covers this whole area. So after you confirm that the sealant extends around the circumference of the connector, meaning it's all fully covered, it is good to go. And then they're going to apply more of the sealant onto the connector. So where it connects back into the vehicle, they want to make sure that there's also sealant in that. So once it's all covered, it's reconnected. You can see now there is sealant here, there's sealant here. Totally so-called a waterproof seal. So then they plug it back in, install the service plug back in, and it's all done. So we have some interesting facts on this rear traction motor cable corrosion. So you can see here this limited service campaign, the 25 LDO1, you can see the breakdown of the vehicles. So for the NX 350 from 2022 to 25, there's 43,270 vehicles. For the plug-in hybrid, same years, we're talking about 12,390. For the RX hybrid, we're talking about 22,800 from 2023 to 2024, and also the 24 RX 450h Plus, we're talking about 26,000. So when we add that all up, it's about just over 100,000 vehicles will need to get this preventative measure corrected. So production periods, April 21 to April 2024. Same period for the plug-in hybrid goes to May 2024. And then for the RX is April 23 to December 2024. So you'll have to, most likely you'll get the notification in your Lexus app or you'll get it in the mail. So you can see here expiration date, and you can see inspection time is about 0.5 hours, and the repair is about 1 to 2 hours. So when we look in here, inspection, doesn't matter what vehicle, it's 0.3 hours. For the hybrid NX, 1.5 hours. For the plug-in hybrid, it somehow takes 0.1 hours more. For the RX, it's 1.6 hours. And for the RX plug-in hybrid, 1.8 hours. And it's quite interesting. It says that it'll cover up for $2 for the brass brush and the alcohol wipes, which is quite interesting. And you can see here, this is the part number for the FPPG tube, and you have to order it to get it so that you can get it done. So overall, most of this is labor. Part-wise, it's not that much of parts. So you can see here, the protective wire harness is like one part, and you can see that one tube can repair 3 vehicles. And definitely there's good news that it covers the Lexus, but also the Toyota vehicles, the RAV4, the Prime, the Highlander, Venza, and Crown are all covered with this limited service campaign, so they're all going to get the same fix. And if you're one of the unlucky ones and needs a full replacement cable, here are the time frames that it needs to do the repair. I think I've talked about this for the NX, but now we can see the RX ones as well. So for here, the NX hybrid, we're talking about 4.5 hours. And if we have to replace the NX hybrid and the rear traction motor cable, it's 6.8. With panoramic view monitor, it's 6 hours. And if we replace both, it's 8.3 hours. For the plug-in hybrid, 8.8. And for the one with the rear traction motor cable as well, 11.3. So the maximum really is with the NX 450H Plus with the panoramic view monitor, and you have to replace the rear traction motor cable, it's 12.8 hours. That's like 2 days of work, most likely. And then when you look at the RX, it seems to be a little bit simpler. 5.1 hours for the harness. For the hybrid, 5.8. And then for the RX 450H Plus, it's 7.7 and also 8.4. So overall, when you look at it, the NX seems to be either because it's tighter, it does take a little bit more time to get it replaced. So you can definitely see how expensive this can get, because even looking at just $100 an hour, 12.8 hours, you're talking about a lot of money there. So as you can see, this isn't just a piece of tape to cover it and we're all done. It's a very detailed, multi-step waterproofing procedure designed to permanently fix the original design flaw. My final advice is simple. If you are in the United States, call your Lexus dealer, schedule an appointment for the limited service campaign 25LD01. It's completely free and it will prevent a major headache down the road. And it's your ticket to unlock a 10-year unlimited warranty for this component, which is quite expensive to replace. And if you're in Canada, check your Lexus app, call your dealership to ask about this campaign, and the more of us asking, it puts more pressure on Lexus Canada, and hopefully they will act soon. As of right now, we will have to wait, but I'm hopeful they will do the right thing and offer this critical preventive repair to us as soon as possible, and it is to their interest, because replacing that whole cable under warranty is way more expensive than just putting this preventable fix. So for the folks in the US, don't wait. September 30th, 2028 deadline is firm and you don't want to miss it. I do think that 2028 deadline is quite reasonable, since all vehicles up to the NX is to 2025, the RX is 2024. There's been a lot of years for you to actually get this done. I hope that this preventable fix will fix the problem for good and we will not see this issue anytime forward. But if you still feel that it is still not good enough, there is aftermarket product called Cable Warden that is similar type of technology, and it actually covers the whole area. And what I've heard is it's been actually quite good. But again, instead of paying $300-400 for Cable Warden, if this fix works and it's free, Might as well get it done. Thanks for watching. I hope that you found that this video was informative, and until next video, drive safely. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please comment, like, share this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon to get notified when new videos are posted. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can provide me a super thanks. And until next time, cheers.